Hello everybody, we are playing another draft today, so let's jump right into it. Still gotta turn up the game volume a little bit. I think I can... That sounds good. Okay. Finding more players, that's good. Let's see. What's in our first pack? Alright, let's go. We got Archfiend, okay. We might go to or into Golgari Proliferate here. Might be risky, but we still have a lot of packs to open, so we might find things how we can keep the old counters on the Archfiend. The Reservoir is definitely interesting when it comes to that. Yeah, I think we can risk playing with the Archfiend. Other good picks in here is definitely the Reservoir. Adaptive is also really good. Duelist, strong card. Siphoner. Enforcer, I think, is doing actually a really good job. And yeah, actually pretty good pack. For a draft at least, Archfiend going to be the one that we will pick here. We follow up with... Okay. We want to proliferate. In the long run, we would like to keep all counters on the Archfiend if we are going that way. Paladin is actually a good card. Battle Share is quite okay. But nothing here that proliferates in any way. So it might be the Battle Share here. Simply to have another powerful creature. Crescendo, I think it's cool. Paladin or Battle Share. It's double green already, so I might take the Paladin here. We continue. Monument is in here. Okay. What I do like to see is the Sprinter, because we can put 2 oil counters on target artifact or creature we control, and we can do that over and over again. Inquiry is good. Scamp, interesting. But overall, I think it will be the Sprinter here. So we can put those oil counters on the Archfiend when we have it in play. Inquiry is good, but we might see it again. And yeah. Okay, we continue. Interesting. Vet of Rebirth. I really like this card, but so far I haven't played it. Creatures your opponents control can't block. And Scamp. Scamp might be cool, as it can also accumulate oil counters. I don't see anything else that might be interesting. Longlegs could proliferate. Though Mere Convert is actually a really good card. The Scamp. Scamp we might see again. And so far we don't... Yeah, I think I'll take the Convert here. We continue. Another Sprinter. Against all odds, I really love this card. It's so cool, but I don't think it'll see play in what we are doing this time. Crescendo, but I think it will be the Sprinter. Putting oil counters on the Archfiend. I would like to find more oil counter synergy, so yeah, who knows? We might find something. Free from Flash, really good puts 2 oil counters on something. Centurion. Actually good. But, well, not in our scenario here, but I think it's a good card. Yeah, Feed the Infection for some card draw. Sprinter twice, Mere Convert, Free from Flash. Okay, I see a Molten Rebuke. I do also see the Cackler. Might be cool. Also really aggressive. Molten Rebuke, in the worst case we can use... Oh no, we cannot, because Archfiend is a 6/6. Yeah, I think it will be the Cackler here. Simply also a reasonable free drop. The Head Cleaver, don't think it's that good of a 4-drop. Molten Rebuke. A Molten Rebuke still might be a thing that we could consider. Okay, then we have Skittering. It might be helpful to have Sacrifice Outlet, though we are not doing much with Corrupted. Grimnark. And Blast. I think Blast isn't that bad, simply because there are so many 1/1 creatures in this set. I think Skittering might be reasonable, but I think 1 Blast is not that bad. Ooh, Reservoir Cycled, wow. Yeah, this is a must pick. Holy smokes. Great. Okay, Archfiend will probably stay on those counters. We have a lot to enable that. Furnace seems really good, especially in our deck. We don't have many 1-drops yet. So definitely reasonable. Toxic. We don't have much Toxic. Well, 2 so far, but I think Mere Convert was also reasonable to draft. I think I will pick the Inquiry here. I think a Grimnark will cycle way more often, and Inquiry is a card that I would like to have simply to find my Archfiend as fast as possible. Okay. Vat of Rebirth. Artifact or creature. I like that more over Gladiator or Furnace. I don't think that we'll be playing it. Though our Reservoir can also put oil counters on the Vat of Rebirth. And if our Archfiend somehow gets answered, we can easily get it back. I think I will give Vat of Rebirth a try, depending on what else we find. Okay, next pack coming soon. Ooh, okay. This has so much synergy simply because we don't have to put that much. We can really just put 5 into the X and get back the Archfiend. The Edifice is a card, on the first look it looks horrible, but it actually does some play in drafts. But Black Sun's Twilight, a lot of synergy with our deck. Okay, what else do we have? I see a rat. For some more Toxic, I also see a Scamp. But I think Blight Belly Rat is way more consistent. Sentry, also a good card. And yeah, I think I will take the rat here. Okay, there's a Serum Snare, there's a Bone Picker Scourge. 3 mana curve looks good so far. We could take another Sprinter, though it would be quite a lot right now. I think another red to simply optimize our 2 curve is reasonable. Currently we are in between toxic and oil counters, but I do think that we have a nice balance between the two of those. And those reds can also proliferate the oil counters on the Archfiend. If we would find something like Urbrask's Forge right now, this draft deck would be very powerful. I'll take the red here. We continue with Centurion. I think it's a reasonable free drop. Can do some work. And aside from that, there's nothing else really interesting in this pack. Yep. Okay, there's Archfiend. I do also see Whisper of the Dross, which might be good. Engraver, also a good card, I do have to say that, so I might take the Engraver here. So Edifice does the job. I think our free curve looks good so far. Yeah, I'll take the Engraver here. Okay. Offer, oh my god, this is a good pack for us. Glare is also in here. Though I would like to have some protection for the Archfiend, so I will take the offer here. Gleeful Demolition. Okay. Charforger. Create a 1/1. Let's put into a graveyard, put an oil counter on charge. Charforger, remove 3. Yeah, but I guess offer is way more helpful right now. Mind Splice Apparatus, okay, and Spellfield. Destroy target artifact. Whisper of the Dross. Can be cool. Especially because I have no problem with trading my reds for a few creatures and then totally making it a number of free damage. Could also just rare pick here the Apparatus, but I will take Whisper. Okay. Well, there's a Glare and a Duress and a Furnace Spider. It's our Strider. Wow, this is a good pack. I'll take the Glare. Duress might also be cool, but having a lot of creature removal is always something that I think is definitely reasonable. Okay, there's another Vet. There's also another Free from Flash. I think we have a lot of interaction right now. Could also take one of the Head Cleavers, so I don't think it's a really good creature. Here I will just take the Better Fist for now. So I don't think that we will play it. Yeah, still in between toxic and oil counters, or kind of like always in between, but overall it's so far it seems like just a very big value pile of creatures that have a little bit of synergy with each other. There's another Sprinter, we'll take it. Here we have Curiosity. Raptor. Okay, let's see. Okay, Tablet, not good. Inquiry. There's a Hex Gold Slash. Put an oil counter at colorless. Draw a card. 5 or more. I think it can be worth to play the Tablet in our deck. Let's give it a try. Okay, Green Sun's Twilight. Reveal. Ooh, there's a Roscar's Fall. There's also a Scamp. Scamp might actually be interesting because we have 2 Free from Flash. Some interaction. There's also a Sky Warden, which might be cool. But Roscar's Fall can also handle Planeswalkers and give our opponent a poison counter. I don't think we have no 1-drops so far. But I think Roscar's Fall is just too good. Okay. Here we have a Chimney Rebel. I like Chimney Rebel. It's a cool card. Aside from that, Sky Warden. Barrow is also reasonable, but I think that the Chimney Rebel is straight up better. Okay, we have Strider. Strider is reasonable. Skull Bomb can be cool, but we do have a pretty strong 1 curve already. And we'll do lag a little bit in the late game. So I'll take the Strider, there's another offer. Followed up by... I'll just pick the Charforger here. See how this card does. Okay, there's another Cackler. Yeah, we do have quite a lot of cards in our deck so far. Finding a high risk, high reward card like the Archfiend in the first pack, yeah, often enables simply building around that card. Even if other players are in your colors, you can still find a lot of cards that can work around it. There's another Risk's Fall, I'll take it. Here we have Inquiry. I'll take the Head Cleaver. Barra might be a card that we'll be playing. Nothing in here. Alright, let's try to build a good deck. Okay, our win con is the Archfiend. We can work with oil counters by Reservoir. We can do that by Freeform Flash. Sprinter, I'll just put in 3 for now, but we might cut a few. Tablet can be interesting, and then I have no problem with ramping into it. Charforger, I think it can have a few reasons to be played in this deck. Bat of Rebirth works with creatures and artifacts, so it also works with tokens. So for now I will just put 2 of those into here. This. Centurion. Double offer. We have 2 spots left. Inquiry might be, yeah, really important to play. Simply for some card draw. Okay, that is the first look. Other cards that might be reasonable. I think Chimney Rebel is definitely reasonable to play. We will cut 1 Sprinter for that. We have the Archfiend, this and this. We could also play the Whisper of the Dross. But what do we cut for it? I think I can cut 1 Freeform Flash. Tablet might be a little bit slow. 2 Inquiry might be 1 too much. Mere Convert. Well, it ramps us into our Archfiend if we have both of them in hand. Yeah, might have to Though I could also consider cutting one mountain and play the Whisper. This might be risky, but I think can work. Our curve isn't that expensive. Mir and Tablet can help, though it only adds colorless. But the only double mana source that we have is the Archfiend. And we do run 9 swarms. Yeah, I think it's reasonable to give it a try like that. We do create a lot of tokens, so Vat of Rebirth might actually also be reasonable to play. Graver. Rescus Fall, Champion. Let's give it a try like that for now. Okay. Definitely wants to play us, or definitely wants to play the Archfiend, so yeah, I'll keep it. Okay, Chorus. Let's wait for now. We could avoid that, but I think the Twilight can see better targets. Okay. Opponent does nothing. Then we will... yeah, play Sprinter. I think we do also attack. Well, attack we do for sure, but... I want to decline that. Ossification is a card that we have to be afraid of. There's also a reason to play Chimney Rebel now. Yeah, I think Chimney Rebel makes sense. We hit for another 3. We have a 1/1 that can block. Charge of Mites, okay. Our opponent will definitely get corrupted online. Okay. This is the moment where the Hazardous Blast would be a great card to have. Opponent is considering, or is probably considering to do something with the removal. So I do have to say that, okay, they also missed a land drop. If I can find one more mana, I can play the Archfiend and also have offer available. Though if I also find another land, we can also get Black Sun's Twilight ready. I can play the Sprinter and put the counters on the Chimney Rebel. I think what I definitely want to do is attack first. We are heavily pressuring our opponent and I do really like that. Yeah, they are already forced to jump. I could deny that by killing the Chorus and our opponent wouldn't draw a card, which is reasonable. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was worth it. And then this ends. We could play a Sprinter, but we cannot attack anymore, so I will just play the Mill. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, Blackness, reasonable. Then we can now play our Archfiend here. And in addition to that, we can attack with the Chimney Rebel again. And if they want to block, we will just offer. Let's see if they have an answer for the Archfiend. Our opponent still has a lot of resources in hand, I wonder. Well, okay, their board presence comes from the Charge of the Mites. Okay. A lot of small and cheap toxic creatures. Okay. We will play out the Sprinter, put the counters on the Archfiend. We can attack for lethal here. Our opponent has to block. Wait a second. If they block 2, if they block 3, the trigger from Archfiend should kill quite a lot here. Okay. This is how they survive with 1. Yeah. They don't. Okay, we have no swamp. I think this has to be a mulligan. This looks way better. Way better. I think 1 inquiry can go. Okay. Need to find the next swamp. Let's see if we can get Toxic down. Hexgold Slash. Okay, Skull Bomb. The opponent might be interested in cracking that one. Okay. We can bring out the Charforger. And Inquiry next turn. We could also take an Inquiry then. Let's attack first. Okay. Yeah, let's put more board presence, or let's build more board presence. Whisper can also be great for trade, depending on what they play. Let's see. No swamp. Followed by their own Charforger, okay. This is super dope. We attack with everything, interact with Whisper, and then we... Inquiry. Oh, we only have 1 black, okay. We will Whisper onto their Charforger. We will proliferate their poison. Okay. Pretty slow turn. I really hope to find, or to get like a turn off. So we can Inquiry in peace. Okay, Centurion. And no land, okay. That's good for us. We will Inquiry first. Okay, no black. We can play out the Furnace here. We could attack with both and simply free from flash the red if they want to go for the trade. I think it's reasonable as our opponent isn't drawing lands. and we can really put the pressure on them. And for the next trade, we do have the offer. Yeah. Oh, they can also simply sacrifice their Skull Bomb to pump out the Citurian. I forgot about that. But that also denies them the card draw. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's good to know. Next turn we can use the Charforger's ability. Okay. Yeah, reasonable that our opponent... We can only play the card this turn, so we would simply lose a card. So we sadly have to let that happen. But it seems like our opponent, again, didn't find a land. That helps out a lot. Chimney Rebel is a perfect draw here. Simply to keep up the aggression, and in addition to that, we still have offer available. Next turn we will probably crack the Furnace. Okay, that is... Yeah, that's manageable. Let's see. Okay, Sprinter, that's good. We can put out the Sprinter, force our opponent to a jump block, and then we can offer. And we can put the oil counters... Yeah, on the Rebel, for now. Let's see. Okay, our opponent takes it. That actually plays into our plan of cracking the Furnace, so we can just pass the turn. Take back the Sprinter. We do have enough mana available to simply just replay it. Let's see. What can they do? Glare. Well, you won't like that. Yeah, really sad for our opponent that they simply didn't find lands. Let's see if they still have any interactions. Okay, they do. Anoint. Yeah, we don't have any card in our deck that they can help with that. We can crack for 1. Yeah, that sadly happens, but okay. We attack for 4. And let's just crack it now. See what we draw. Okay, another Swamp. Let's see. Our opponent. That's nothing. Good game. Okay, we have double Swamp. If we can find a land, we are on the good side. If we don't find a land, we'll be in trouble. Quarry can help. We have a really strong free curve here, but nothing before that. Though we are on the play, so let's give it a try. Our opponent... Oh, that's the next Inquiry. Okay. Better Fist. Alright, we got it. And I think we can play the Sprinter and leave it on the field. We can do that. And attack for free. If our opponent wants to trade, I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, okay. They definitely won here as the Better Fist simply stays on the battlefield. Okay. Spirant. They can equip for free. Okay, they don't. Rask is 4, okay. Let's offer another trade. Okay. And we can Yeah. Leave the Sprinter on the field. Don't want to keep replaying it over and over again in this situation. Okay, they equip. 3-2. We have to keep in mind of the Reunited instant spell that can give indestructible to, you know, to creatures that are equipped. Okay. Another 3-2. Reservoir. Doesn't help much. I think we will play the Centurion and... Well, we could also attack Inquiry, and if our opponent then re-equips the Hover Wings, we can also Rescuer's Fall. Let's attack first. They take it. Okay. Yeah, let's spray out the Centurion here. An Archfiend would be great here. Simply to have a blocker in the air. Opponent will come in for 7 now. Volt charge. Okay, that hurts. That is a lot of damage. They follow up with a Mandible. Okay. Chimney Rebel. Now we are not drawing lands. The Sprinter will simply die to the Justica. We will... For Inquiry it's too late. Let's bring out 2 creatures that can block the Aspirant. Ooh, okay. That's a good one. Yeah, I knew that card is worth something, and we cannot block. Yeah, our opponent probably got this one. Whisper. Yeah, good game. Inquiry, Rescuer's Fall. Yeah, I gotta keep it. Land base is good. We have more card draw. Let's only hope that our opponent isn't too aggressive. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we will Inquiry right away, simply to fill up our hand. Whisper is perfect, great interaction. Though we are lacking in... Okay. Okay, our opponent denied. So our opponent has enough lands in hand. That means we will play Engraver here. Whisper can interact with any creature, and Freeform Flash can also interact. Yeah, this should be good. Okay, Veil. Let's see who they target. Yeah, let's try. Let's try to kill it. Okay, that worked. Super dope. Veil is wasted, and there's a Duelist. Duelist we can handle. We do have enough Freeform Flash in hand to interact. Then we do pass the turn. We could bring out a Blightbelly Red. Though Centurion is way stronger and we have Freeform Flash. still available. So we bring out Centurion. And then we wait. See what our opponent does. I do expect them to have Ossification. Okay, Bardiche is really good. They will probably pump up the Duelist, yeah. Okay. At least they will hopefully think that they can attack with the Duelist. Okay, they do. And then we... yeah, we block with the Engraver. Then we pump it. And it will have... though... we can also remove all counters from Centurion. And Centurion also has an activated ability, or triggered then into activated. And yeah, this works. Okay. Now the question is, do we want to ditch something? We could get rid of the Blight Belly Rat, because I don't think that we'll be winning with poison counters. Okay, Tablet and the Swamp. Yeah, we will get out the Strider here, simply to have a 4-5. Then we can attack with Centurion and not allow them to block with... the re-equip costs 4. Yeah, I want them to re-equip, so I'll offer the trade. And they cannot block with the Dune Mower. Okay, our opponent does take it. Okay. Engraver, we can consider to ditch something. Tablet is really late and we have no more proliferates right now. So we are really far away from drawing cards with the tablet. That might be worth ditching. Another Bardiche, okay. Our opponent really wants to know. Okay, we cannot block that token with our Strider, as we would simply lose it. Though we also can. If we can decimate the board by numbers, we can... though... we don't have any real good follow-up. What we do have is another Freeform Flash, so I think I'll take the trade here. Yeah, and I guess I will also have to get rid of the tablet now. It's simply too far away from generating any value for us. Okay, there's a red, there's a furnace. I think I will attack. If they block with the Dune Mower, we are in good shape. Cannot remove anything. Would be great if they if they block with the mower. Oh man. They are not going to like what's about to happen. We will just play the red here. So the total power of our creatures forces them to re-equip the Bardiche. And if they go for the re-equip, we will just Raska's Fall in response. Yeah. think Veil of Assimilation is a card that is... yeah, that didn't get a lot of credit so far. But I think it can work, but you really need to work around it. Gains Vigilance until end of turn is the powerful thing here. Okay. Flying. Flying, not good. Flying is really not good. Then I think I'm fine working away around the Rebel by simply trading. Well, now the Veil pumps it up to a 6-4. Okay, they will still think that they are out of range, but we can trade for our red. Yeah, that's the right thing to do. Let's go. First one down. We proliferate. Then we go into our turn. Offer is good. I still think that we can crack the Furnace here. Draw another card. See what we can find. Swamp, okay. Land drop for the turn. I could have also considered not going for it. I want them to really re-equip the Bardiche. Yeah, I maybe should have kept the land in hand to use it to the Engraver. That might have been a misplay. Perfect. Wow, they still have a 1-drop. Okay. Yeah, I do have to use the Engraver here. Wow, another land. Oh my god. Maybe I should have passed the turn. Where's the Archfiend? That would be a card that I'd like to see. And we are already playing one less land. Or one land less. Wow, okay. They will probably bounce one of the Bardiche. Or the Hoverwings. They bounce a land, okay. Yeah, I'd love to see the Archfiend. We get a Rascus Fall. Wow, okay. Well, then I do have to pass the turn, have Offer up. They can simply sacrifice their mites to Offer. Yeah, the Blast would be a card that is really worth playing, apparently. Now they re-equip. Raptor, okay. Hopefully they go for an all-out swing here, so I can trade for the Attendant. Or at least do that with Offer. Yep. Okay. At least we can kill that guy. Then I don't think it will get any better from here, so we will just try to reduce the incoming damage as much as possible. What would be wise if they sacrifice the Might? As it will lose flying. Yes, okay. And then we can, yeah, first we do that. Archfiend would be devastating for them if we find it. Black Sun's Twilight. Mountain. What can we get back? Red. Only reds in our graveyard. Furnace Strider might be something. Furnace Strider is actually really good here. Oh, it does come back tapped. Okay, that was a misplay of mine. Thought I could have gone for an immediate attack. Okay. That was a misplay of mine. If they find a really big creature now, that might have been it for this run. Okay. Would love to see any removal spell that we might still have in our deck. Yeah, I should have waited with the Black Sun's Twilight. No Archfiend. Sadly, have to pass here. If they find an equipment or an artifact, an artifact and can go for the re-equip here, we'd be down. Yeah, that Twilight play might have given away the win. Let's see. Wow. Oh my god. Let's go. Yeah, good game. Good game. The Twilight play would have definitely changed a few things, but in the top two there wasn't the Archfiend. Whoa, okay. Yeah, let's give it a try. Not a fan of the sand, but might work out. I think our opponent took a mulligan here. Hopefully we can hold on to the Whisper until our opponent at least has a poison counter from Vraska's Fall. Okay, tap land. Light Belly Red, that's actually a nice top deck here. Okay, Kanka Bloom. There's an easy way how we can take care of that one. Two. Nice. Drake, okay. When does it get a counter? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell. Okay. In response to that, we will just Whisper. We will attack for now. We can put out the Reservoir here. Then we see what our opponent will cast next. Our opponent is technically already at 4 poison. Long legs, okay. I don't think that they have any follow-up, so we will just whisper here. How did we get... Ah, okay, this also counts for our opponents. Okay, Trawler Drake here, okay, I get it. We can Rescus Fall and simply keep the pressure up. Opponent gets another poison counter. We will attack for free. Our opponent goes technically already to 7. Okay, Skitterfang. Okay, we will Centurion first. Attack with both. They will most likely block the red here. Okay, they block the 1/1. Interesting. Do I want to kill the Skitterfang? Yes, I want to. Our opponent goes to technically 8. Our opponent hasn't played a land in quite a while. We can now stack the oil counters onto our Centurion, who can then... Okay, we take it. This hand looks really dope. We can get the furnace out of the way, turn 1, follow up with the red, have interaction for free. Hopefully our opponent doesn't play a 1-drop here. Okay, expense, that's okay. Red. I would really like to see our Archfiend again. Okay, our opponent has a swamp. I'm pretty sure that they have a turn 2 play. Okay, uncorrupted, most likely. Okay, they pass. Ooh, called it. Nice. Yeah, we play the Sprinter. I could have also kept interaction by simply... do we want to? Yeah, we want to. I could have also simply attacked with the red and have Rescus fall their end step if they play a creature. But... do we want to? We want to decline here. As long as they don't have Corrupted enabled, they can also not kill our Archfiend with... Oh, they have to... Oh, they had to discard. That's bad. We will play Archfiend first. Let's see. Okay, we take it. Mere convert into Centurion into Sprinter with a free from flash. I think that's okay. Still kind of like missing a real win con here. But we will see. Okay. We don't have to show our opponent black yet, though if we find Archfiend on the top again, it might be reasonable. Yeah. Okay, our opponent has a swamp, so they can have Whisper. Okay, Golgari. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine offering the trade here. From our current hand, we don't need the mana from the Mirror Convert. And on the way back, I'd also be fine to trade for the Stalker. Three colors, okay. Let's see, okay. Skull Dweller. Annoying little creature. I'd offer the trade. Yeah, and we have free from flash available, so I'm fine putting the counters here. And we, yeah, remove them. Yeah, we sadly have to let this one get through. Okay, place a land. Attendant. Wow. Okay. Ooh, okay. Engraver. Engraver is actually really good here. I will attack with the Sprinter, though I can attack with both. And free from flash depending on how we need it. Yeah, let's keep pressuring. They know that I have a combat trick, and that is fine to me. Okay. Followed up by Engraver. We do have double black. Though, another black isn't bad. Take this one back. It's okay. And now we can filter towards our win con, hopefully. Ooh. Oh my god. This is bad. Followed up by Skull Dweller. Oh my god. We play red. We play Sprinter. Sadly, you have to put the counters onto Sprinter. Do we attack with Sprinter? I think we do. If they trade for the Skull Dweller, I'm fine taking it. If they trade for the Zealot, I would have taken that one too. Okay, we go into the end of our turn. And we decline. And let's see how they attack. If we can find our Archfiend, we are in really good shape. Though we cannot only rely on Archfiend. Yeah, they are good at free color drafting here with double expanse. Okay. I'm fine trading the red for the Skull Dweller. Then we take the free, we enable Corrupted for them. Which I really don't like, but I need to find something with Engraver. Stalker, okay. Whisper. Whisper is really good here. I'll attack with the Sprinter again, offer the trade, and depending on who they target with the Zealot, we will just take out. We will do it like that. Because I don't want to stop pressuring them. If they trade Stalker, I'm also happy with that. Okay, they take it. I think I want to keep it on the battlefield now. Simply because even if I find the Archfiend, the game will be over in less than 4 turns anyways. Okay, our opponent thins out their deck. Let's see if they found anything scary. Place a land, that's good. If we can get this win, we will reach our return on invest. That would be super dope. Whoa, okay. Reveal, choose a creature and a land card from and put those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of the library. If X is 5 or more, instead put those cards onto the battlefield. Oh my god, okay. Let's see what they hit. Oh. Choose a creature and a land, okay. Singer. Oh my god. Okay. I think we let this one resolve and we just take out the Stalker on attack trigger from the Singer. Whoa, that's a hit. Okay, but I take it. Engraver is currently way too valuable for me. I could also pitch the red, but I won't. Yeah, because I will preferably pitch the land that we just drew. We attack for free again. Our opponent takes it. We sadly have to take back the Sprinter now, but okay, so it happens. Yeah, that Twilight was really scary. Well, luckily. Whoa, okay. Its controller gets a poison counter, so I think that they will go for an all-out swing here. Mm-hmm. So I can only jump one anyways. So I'll use the Engraver now. It might put me in a really risky spot here. That actually helps, at least a little bit. We can reduce something by 2, but it will come back tapped anyways, so we will see how they attack first. And then we do have to block the Might here. Okay. Okay, and then we take 8. Okay. Yeah, let's take 8. If they have another pump spell, we can in response use the Twilight. If they have Titanic Growth now, that would be... Tyva stands for 2, and in response, we Black Sun's Twilight for 2. What an ending. And on the way back, we can use the Sprinter and deal the final blow. It was so worth it to keep constantly attacking. What a game. What a game. Okay, we've already hit our break-even point. I do simply have to keep the sand. We have Reservoir on 1, we have Archfiend, some nice interaction on 3. Yeah, this is just too good. All we need to do is find a land, and in the best case, a swamp. Red is okay, but as I've said, I prefer a swamp. Okay. Do they have the hybrid? No, a Wren. Okay. Come on, land. Land, super dope. I could simply Rascus Fall and attack. Because they will never trade here. But then we are pretty slow on our next turn. Though Rascus Fall gets worse and worse the more creatures are on the battlefield. Yeah, I will attack first. They do trade. Okay. I am actually fine with that. Then I will Inquiry. Nice. Okay. We do have the lands for Archfiend. Perfect. Trawler Drake. Okay. Yeah, and we simply straight up go for it. Either we lose now or we win. Okay. We lose it. Maybe Chimney Rebel would have been... Yeah, Chimney Rebel would have been the better play in hindsight. But you never know. What we need to do now is stack up our resources so we can Rascus Fall. I think they will, yeah, maybe play around the Trawler Drake here and try to get it as big as possible. What we now need to find is a Black Sun's Twilight. Augury is okay. If they take a creature from that, it would be not that great. Okay, for free. No creature, please. Ah, okay, edifice. Okay. Okay. Let's attack first. See if they trade. If they do. Yep. Oh, super dope. I'm not aware if they have the counterspell. Currently we couldn't pay for it, so I will just do it now. Get the Drake out of the way. Currently it doesn't look good for us. So in hindsight, I definitely have to keep in mind that I don't have to play my back. Even if I can play my win con on curve, I probably should hold back a little bit because my opponent will most likely have interaction for any threats and follow up with, for example, the Chimney Rebel in this case here. Okay. That is not Twilight. that is the Scrap Trap. 4-4 out of nowhere, not good. That is a mere convert that can at least block the Scrap Trap. Another Trawler. Drake, okay. We sadly have to block here and they will proliferate onto their Trawler Drake, so we really need the Black Sun's Twilight. Okay, Anoint. Yeah, really cool deck from our opponent. That's at least a 4-5 that can block on the ground, but we are still taking 3 in the air every turn. Wow, okay. Make a 1-1 here so we can block. Okay, good game. Our games always end with the Inquiry, and we didn't even find the card that we actually needed. So we can jump block again, we can Whisper the Watcher. Our opponent goes for Inquiry. Yeah, that's a win for them. Alright. Still a really cool draft. I enjoyed it a lot. They draw even more. It's okay. Scourge. Alright. Yeah, really cool deck from our opponent. Come on, you can have another one. Yep, good game. Alright, we at least reached our break-even point. We even made a little plus here, so I'm totally happy with that one. Let's go into the recap. I do have to say that from all of the cards that we still have in our sideboard, I probably wouldn't have changed anything. So what I did in the meantime, after my second loss, was I put in the Hazardous Blast for the Tablet of Completion, because I wasn't happy with when I drew it. It was already too late, and then I simply binned it. What I do have to say about the deck in general, I think definitely a shout out to the Engraver. It's always a card that has helped me out already in 2 drafts. And yeah, it simply sits there. It's a 2-mana 1/3, so not that easy to pass by from your opponent. And then you can just simply refill your hand. Of course, discarding a card first and then drawing a card is not always the best deal, but this is a common card, and for that it does still a great job in my opinion. Offer Immortality, always a very powerful card, and yeah, happy to play with that one. Cards that I also found really interesting is definitely the Magmatic Sprinter. Of course, always this returning it to your hand and then recasting it and so on. It binds a lot of resources, but simply putting 2 oil counters on target artifact or creature you control can be really powerful. For example, if you have the Archfiend of the Dross, or for example the Urbask's Forge. These are all cards that profit from a lot of oil counters on them, especially the Forge. So Magmatic Sprinter is, I don't want to say it's a really good card, but I want to say that it is a really good card in certain decks. And if you, for example, draft around a Forge or draft around the Archfiend, it is reasonable to play it. And I remember in my last win, or the win before, I don't really remember, is that the simple 3-2 haste made the finishing run here, and it kept pressuring our opponent. It doesn't look like much when you always attack with 3, but your opponent will pay the price for always letting this one pass by. Black Sun's Twilight, I once used it wrong, I once used it right, and it was super cool. Keep in mind that the creature that you get back from your graveyard comes to the battlefield tapped, so it cannot block right away. And always work with your timing. In one match I timed it way too early, and in one of the last matches I timed it very well, and that gave me the win. So definitely always have an eye on how the card is worded. As simple as it sounds, reading the card explains the card, but sometimes you are playing a little bit quicker. I also do that, and then it really is important to make these mistakes and learn from them. Freeform Flash, I didn't do that much. Aside from that, Blight Betty Red, always a great card that you can draft in here. Maybe I should have played just one Inquiry in the 2 losses that I've had. I always went for the final kill with this card on myself, so yeah, maybe one would have been enough. Archfiend had a few really good moments, really cool moments in this draft, and did a good job. And yeah, but yeah, I didn't play it that much. So yeah, we will see. Chimney Rebel, also cool card. And after all, I think always running one of these tap land spheres that you can sack to draw a card, especially in low curve decks, it really pays off that you can sometimes just quickly refill your hand with one card. So I think that makes sense. Overall, I really enjoyed this draft. And yep, yeah, let's jump into the rewards, claim the prizes. And let's crack some packs. We have, okay, Fran, Breaker of Silence, try to kill this guy. We have Miglos, Maze Crusher. Not the coolest card, but that would have been interesting in our deck if we would have gone for the Gruul approach with all counters. 3 mana, 4/4, powerful. We continue with another Anctus, okay. I must have a playset of this guy already. We have Phyrexia Arena, I take it. Nice card. First of all, we get a wild card, and we finish this one off with Norn's Wellspring. Well, okay, I take it, but I would have preferred other cards. Overall, I hope you enjoyed this draft, and then I would say see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.